Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Stanford Howard with the HGP Sportscast. We tell you now in football, Petro Corona Invitational Football, Police discipline Tigers, GFC annihilate Rangers in Sunday's semi-final to book a date in this Sunday's final. In the first semi-final at the GFC ground on Sunday evening, the hosts railroaded Northern Rangers 3-0 after some stunning football. GFC always looked positive and heightened their playing spirit, leading to their first goal in the 14th minute from Benjamin Opera. He followed up just after the half and latched on the end of a beautiful pass to score his and GFC's second of the night in the 55th minute, to set his side on the path to victory. Dwayne Roberts closed off the show in the 64th minute. In the second semi-finals, the clash between Western Tigers and Police were a very aggressive encounter, which saw 4 players being sent off. Police Dwayne Jacobs scored for the Lawmen on the stroke of half-time. But before his strike, a scuffle between his teammate Quincy Holder and Tigers' Barrel Terrell in the 31st minute resulted in both players being sent off. Referee Gladwell Johnson had no choice but to eject both players after punches were exchanged. The Tigers' chance of pulling off a come-from-behind win became gloomier when Lyndon Pickett received a straight red for a rash challenge in the 51st minute. They were now reduced to 9 players. As nerves continued to pinch, Police had a second player sent off in the 72nd minute. Leron Charles received marching orders with another straight red following a late challenge. Eventually, Jacob's solitary first half strike was enough to ensure Police ascension to the championship match on Sunday. Western Tigers and Northern Rangers will now seek to end on a high when they clash in Sunday's third-place match from 19 hours, which would be followed by the championship game between Police and GFC. Now in cricket news, the inaugural Georgetown Football Cricket League, Inc. Prime Minister's T20 Cup was officially launched on Sunday at the Everest Cricket Club. Colwyn Abrams has the details.
The tournament, which is being held in collaboration with the National Sports Commission and Department of Culture, Youth and Sport, is set to commence on October 27 and conclude on October 29. Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu and Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan attended the ceremony. The tournament will bear resemblance to that of professional T20 leagues, with cheerleaders providing added entertainment for the final. A number of teams, both locally and overseas, are expected to battle for supremacy in the Open and Masters categories. Prime Minister Nagamutu told the gathering that he's honored to be associated with the tournament.
I want to let you know that it gives me great pleasure and honor to be identified with this competition. I have read this morning that softball actually is a growing area of sports internationally.
He also encouraged the organizers to promote and seek the involvement of young cricket players in the tournament.
You want to be able to see the younger players in the areas of batting, bowling, and fielding. And so I will ask, in consultation with Mr. John and the other members of the executive, that they should delineate those categories, define them in the same way that we see international categorization is given to players who are best in taking a catch, or in bowling, taking wickets, or scoring runs, to be able to also spot the new talents who could be developed.
President of the Georgetown Softball Cricket League, Ian John, explained that the initiative to run off a tournament of this magnitude was long overdue. He stated that since the conclusion of the GTT 1010 tournament, the GSCL felt that it was in the best interest of the sport to stage such a tournament. Teams that have confirmed their participation so far are SVC Mafia of Toronto, Canada, New York Hustlers, New York Presidents X1, and Tri-State Masters. Teams are asked to contact the GSCL Inc. for registration information. The winning team will take home a trophy and $600,000, and the runner-up a trophy and $500,000. For the HGP Sports, Colwyn Abrams.
Thank you, Colwyn. We continue with cricket. The Guyana Cricket Board Jaguars 3-day tournament continued, with day 2 seeing 6 teams battling simultaneously at grounds around Guyana. Upper Quarantine and East Coast played to a draw. Essequibo won by 309 runs, beating West Berbice, and West Demerara lead East Bank by 323 runs. Colwyn Abrams has the details.
At Port Morant, Upper Quarantine took on the East Coast. Upper Quarantine were 282 all out in their second innings, which lasted 94 overs. Kevin Sinclair 13 off 64 balls, Balchan Baldio 69 off 146 balls, Rajiv Ian 30 off 69 balls, Joel Sitaram 55 off 56 balls, Sean Pereira 49 off 163 balls, and Dimitri Cameron 25 off 42 balls. Bowling for the East Coast was Bashkar Yadram 4 for 61, Amir Khan 3 for 59, Cordell Mars 2 for 48, and Pradesh Balkishan 1 for 24. In the East Coast second innings, Joshua Prasad 53 off 37 balls and Brian Satar 4 off 28 balls. East Coast ended the day 63 from 11 overs. West Berbice took on Essequibo at Bushlot. Essequibo's second innings, Essequibo 322 for 8 in 105.1 overs. Evan Buddy 25 off 35 balls, Kamal Savory 19 off 42 balls, Chaitram Prasad 31 off 99 balls, Anthony Adams 137 off 225 balls, and Mark Williams 71 off 98 balls. Bowling for West Berbice, Andrew Dutchin 5 for 90. In West Berbice's second innings, Artley Bailey 12 off 17 balls and Javed Karim 20 off 42 balls. Bowling for Essequibo, Anthony Adams 5 for 12, Neelan Cadogan 2 for 24, Ricardo Adams 1 for 3, Joshua Jones 1 for 10, and Akini Adams 1 for 3. Essequibo won by 309 runs. In West Demerar's first inning, Tajnarayan Chandrapal 176, Ronaldo Rennie 14 off 44 balls, Akashia Prasad 43 off 26 balls, Tevin Imlich 103 off 168, Malcolm Hubbard 40 off 47 balls, Romario Shepard 55 off 29 balls. Bowling for West Bank were Ronaldo Ali Mohammed 2 off 76, Darshan Prasad 2 off 101, Totaram Bisham 2 off 79. West Demerara declared 194 for 7 in 130 overs. In the East Bank second innings, Ronaldo Ali Mohammed made 147 off 35 balls and closed the play 74 for 4. For the HGP Sports, Colwyn Abrams.
And finally, in basketball, Eagles flew past Pleasance Guardians and Pepsi Sonics defeated Nets on Saturday as the Georgetown Amateur Basketball Powerade Multi-Supreme Rainforest Waters first, second, and under-23 league continued at the Burnham Hard Court. In Game 1 in the under-23 encounter between Eagles and Pleasance Guardians, Eagles glide past the Guardians with a 78-68 victory. Eagles led marginally in the first half with a score 51-49, and the game was wide open for any team to win. But Captain Travis Belgrave with a game-high 30 points along with Kwesi Thompson backed up with 17 points, while Shamar Huntley showed his worth once again with 12 valuable points for Eagles to take the victory. Game 2 in the first division encounter, Pepsi Sonics lost the Nets 77-60. Sonics having a better time in the league, and Saturday night was no different, as Nets dominated them to win by 17 points. With top scorer Van Wyck Fields with 16 points, Hoodway Stewart 13 and Darian Lewis 12 points in the win for Nets. There will be a 2-week break after which matches will resume on Sunday, September 24th at the same venue. That's all we have for this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Back to you, Travis.